Over here we got down here, these are air layers. They're going to be trimmed off in the spring. But this is an Italian fig from Italy. Some unknown variety. It's a white fig. Lady I work with has a giant tree. Her husband's Italian, came from Italy and brought this with him. So got that growing. Got some massive papayas here, guys. Massive. These are seed grown. About a year and a half old from seed. Walmart. Again, Walmart papaya. They grow great. I'll do a video on how to grow those. Super easy. Don't buy them. Unless you want to buy them from me. I don't mind taking your money for that. Just kidding. But yeah, no, these guys they're pretty massive. I'll show you the size of the trunk here. Pretty big. I got some bigger ones too. This one here, these are this is a white mulberry from my air layer from my tree behind me that I just showed you. It's starting to leaf out. God knows why. It's the middle of the winter. Not putting out any flowers. Don't know why, but yeah, it's doing pretty good. He's going to be for sale this spring. Here's a weeping mulberry right here. We got a Pakistani next to him. So the weeping mulberry, again, he's leafing out. And let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see some fruit in there. We've picked about 3 fruits off of that. We got some little pawpaws grown from seed, pawpaw trees. Those are going to go in the front yard eventually. Back here we got a Monstera deliciosa. And these guys, they grow great. Everyone buys them as a houseplant, but if you plant them in the right spot, you can grow them year round here. Heat, frost, nothing really bothers them too much. Just give them a little protection, you're good to go. Over here we got another dwarf Brazilian banana. And next to him, we got, this is shampoo ginger. Pretty cool plant. If you look it up, you make shampoo out of the flower. You squeeze it, and it's supposedly really good for people with scalp issues. Makes your hair really soft. Women love it. And then this banana right here, this is a cool one. So this guy, he is a Musa acuminata banana. It's a wild seed-grown banana. I grew this from seed. I sold a couple last year, planted a couple. This is my sole survivor. He's doing good though. Over here we got a fiddle leaf fig. He's been in the ground now for about 2 years. He's grown great here. Got the sugar cane behind him, bananas on either side. There's another banana here, giant African Candarian. Really cool banana from Africa. I think it's more of a plantain than a dessert banana. Then we got back here, got a praying hands banana. Kind of shaded. Doesn't get much sun even in the summer, so he's not growing very well. Got a little bird of paradise that we rescued from Lowe's, the wife and I. This guy here is another blue java right here. That's from our big blue java. This was a pup, just like the other ones. Get some more papayas. These guys actually have papayas on them. But yeah, if you look at the size of these guys, look at the size of this trunk here. This thing is massive, And don't forget, these were a seed about a year and a half ago. So just goes to show you how fast they can grow, Over here we got a Rajapuri banana. That was a pup that I purchased off of eBay, I think, from, I forget where, Puerto Rico or something. Over here, not looking too good, but we got a dwarf green banana. A couple of pups on them. And then yep, so we got a little pineapple down here too. He's not getting much sun, so he's not doing very good, but he's still growing. Here we got a brown turkey fig. And multiple air layers on him. I'm trying to get him removed from this area. I planted him here a couple years ago and just decided recently that it's not a good spot. I got a Shangri-La mulberry planted here. It's going to take over this area hopefully pretty soon. And this guy needs to go. So I'm going to air layer the heck out of it, and then whatever's left, we're going to dig it up, put it in pots, and sell it off to someone who wants to adopt him. And then back here we got a dwarf Orinoco banana. growing, getting pretty big. Let's see if I can get him without the sun there. There you go. So yeah, that's a dwarf Orinoco banana, and he was planted about a year ago. He's got a pup coming up already back here. Little pup coming up. Get a rubber tree, Ficus elastica, another house plant that does actually grow pretty good here. In the corner here, we got a apple tree. Get tons of apples. You get probably about 6 5-gallon buckets of apples off of this guy every year, and that's a golden Dorset. There's 2 apples that grow great here. One's the golden Dorset, one's the Anna apple. The Anna apple, I forgot to show you, that's on the other side of the yard. We'll make our way back over there. These are some moringa trees. These were grown from seed from my moringa tree in the back. Over here we got a yellow long neck fig that's cutting grown. So there's the cutting, the original cutting, and you can see the branch coming out. It's going up. It's doing pretty good. Behind it we got our totem cactus. This is what I get all my cuttings off of. Again, guys, just because it's drought tolerant doesn't mean it thrives in drought. So this guy, he's heavily mulched. I don't water him, but his roots are spreading out throughout all through here. So he picks up water as he needs it, and it gets big quick. You know, I trim the heck out of this thing every year, and it just comes back with these giant arms. Gets fruit. The fruit's edible. Haven't eaten it yet, but supposedly you could eat it. Over here we got a blackjack fig. There's some figs still on there. You can see them right there. Quite a few figs still on there. I trimmed a lot out of this, and I actually grafted a Peter's honey onto it. So this is a graft right here. You can see the graft union right there. That's blackjack. That's Peter's honey. So I'm going to trim off all these lower suckers. I'm going to root these guys up. Might air layer a couple of big branches. So if you're interested in any blackjacks, I'll have some blackjacks for sale. And let's see over here. We got Brunswick fig. There's another one. Cutting grown, planted last year. From a cutting. That's the original cutting. That's the branch that grew out. And there's another branch. This guy's getting air layered. So I should have him for sale sometime in the spring. And this right here, this is a dying roselle hibiscus. So these are edible hibiscus. I'll have tons of these seeds if you guys are interested. And in the background there, we get the cat crawling up the papaya tree. Here's another roselle hibiscus. They do great. I planted them late in the season, but they really do good here. We got a Florida avocado planted here from seed. Again, that's from the Mekong Market in Mesa. We got some tree collards. I think this is a merit. It's planted right there. This banana over here, this is a golden African rhino horn. Took a little damage from the sun and from the cold. I had a big tree planted here that I had shielding it in the summer when I chopped this down. And this guy he took a beating from the sun. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. Here's some totems. This is where I get my, or no, not totem, sorry, Mexican fence post. This is where I get a lot of my Mexican fence post cuttings from. Got a pond here. This guy's going to be coming out hopefully in the next week or two. We're going to put a greenhouse here so I can move the seeds and everything from in the house outside. But I'm going to have all these, there's a Zola in here and some elephant ears. Here's some elephant ears right there. And then there's a whole bunch of water hyacinth in here. And I get some beautiful purple flowers in the summer, and they just grow like weeds. They're really cool. They're a floating plant, so they got these little air balls here that keep them afloat. So if you guys are interested in those, I'm not going to throw them out if I don't have to. I'm going to hopefully sell them. And if you need a pond, I might have that for sale too. Over here we got a Concord grapevine. This guy was planted last summer from a cutting, and you can see it got massive. Really big. There's the original cutting right there. So it was a 6-inch cutting, and now it's a pretty big vine. Hopefully we get some grapes off it, Concord. Don't know if they're seedless or not. I hope they are. Next to it, we have another one. This is a chaya, Mayan tree spinach. Sorry, and the leaves are edible like spinach, but they have to be cooked because they have cyanide in them. Very low amounts, but when you cook them, it steams out and you're good to go. Super, super healthy. I think it's like 30 times the vitamins and minerals of regular spinach. And this was a cutting. And you can see already, it's like a tree, you know. I'll show you what it looked like because I've taken some cuttings off of this. And you can see how big it is. That's a tree right there. Very prone to blowing over the wind, so I got it staked. Here's some cuttings of it. This is off of that tree. I'll have these for sale too in the spring, but that's about how big it was, minus the leaves and the branches when I planted it, beginning of last summer, and now it's massive, as you can see. Just massive. Now over here we have longevity spinach. Growing great. We got a cat trying to kill my banana plants. Get out of here, cat. These guys here, these are Musa velutina. Pink, fuzzy bananas. These are seed grown. I got these from my buddy Ajit in India. Super great guy. Sent them over and I killed about 500 of these because I transplanted them too soon. I got too crazy with it and kicking myself in the butt for that, but yeah, that's what I got left. I'm going to keep probably 2 or 3 for myself, and the rest I'm going to sell once they get a little bit bigger, but they're getting hardened off. They've been through a summer, they've been through almost a whole winter now, and they're doing great, so really good. Got some mulberry cuttings here. Customer gave me this off of history, doesn't know what type it is, but decided, hey, I'll grow it. We'll see what it does. He said it's a female. Get some Mexican petunia cuttings here. I trim these guys up, throw them in a bin, let them root out, pot them up, and we're good to go. You know, I usually give those away. These are peanuts, again from the Mekong market. Got a bag of peanuts and just plop them in the ground, they grow. So let's see what we got over here. These are katuk, seed grown. Got a bunch of those. Got a little loquat grown from seed. There's some more mulberry cuttings. This is a weeping mulberry. That one back there is another weeping. They're not doing too good. There's another pineapple. This guy here is a false Indian banyan. It's called the council tree or a yellow gem. And it'll grow like the banyan tree, but it's not really suited for our climate. It's got these yellow leaves that just, as you can see, they sunburn to death. So this would be a good tree if you had a very shaded area. Really massive, beautiful tree. But again, here's the papayas. Here's the one the cat was climbing up. But let's see if we can get a shot of these papayas here. And this guy's just loaded with papayas all the way up. You know, there's another one. So these guys I literally just planted as a mat. And there were thousands in here. You can see a lot of these stems here. Look at these little stems. There were thousands in here. I thinned them all out because they just weren't getting big enough or producing enough fruit. But here's some more. We got some fruit on this one here. All the way up there's some fruit. You know, and I think the eave of my house here is probably about 10 feet. So these guys are well above that. There's another one. Some more papayas on there. But they get really big leaves too. You get a shot of these leaves. I mean, that's a massive leaf. You know, that thing's probably 2.5 feet across, maybe 3 feet long. Huge leaves. So let's go back over here. I'm going to show you. We got this Pakistani mulberry. This guy's huge. I've taken so many cuttings off. It's so many air layers. They grow great. You can see I still got some air layers. I air layered these because they were hanging in the path here. I couldn't get through. So hopefully in the springtime, these guys will root out. I'll do a video on how to air layer mulberries. Super easy, but you can see the trunk on this one. It's pretty big. You know, I would say probably about 8 inches across in diameter. So I'll do a little cutout here and I'll show you what it looked like when I planted it. Again, I got this one from Alan over at Queen Creek Tropicals. It was a tissue culture in vitro, so it may not fruit for another year or two, but when it does, it's going to put out a ton of fruit. And great tree. These are awesome trees if you want shade, fruit. The fruit is black, long, super sweet like candy. In here we got some seed-grown eggplants, and they're starting to crack, so these guys need to be trimmed off and given away. I usually give them to my parents who love making an eggplant parm. And here we got a purple leaf tree collard. This is a cutting, doing pretty good. We got some dinosaur tree collards. They're doing pretty good. Some more Roselle hibiscus that's dying because of the winter. I think this is a merit tree collard, doing excellent. Got a whole bunch of dragon fruits. Probably, if I had to guess, somewhere between 50 and 70. These are all purple flesh dragon fruits. And then if we come over here, do a little zoom in here, we got a moringa tree, another moringa tree. He's shielding the apple tree from the sun. My apples have a tendency to spoil if they get too hot. Just cooks them. And that guy there, that's an Anna apple tree. Again, I got a couple of 5-gallon buckets full of apples every year on him. So let's see what else we got. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Do a little walk through here. You can see everything we got. So, all right, guys. So this is gonna be the end of the video, but just like to tell you, the backyard here, it was a pool. I had a swimming pool back here. It was 18 by 32, so 18 feet wide, 32 feet long, and we took it out about 3 years ago. So everything you see in my yard, or just about everything, is only about 1.5 to 2 years old. You know, most of it's from seed or plants that I rescued from Lowe's, or you know, some stuff I ordered cuttings and stuff off the internet and whatnot. But you know, mulch. Can't stress that enough. Compost in place, and you know, it doesn't take long. You'll have a great yard. You know, I know mine's kind of a mess. The holiday season, and I was sick 2 weeks ago, and you know, things get away from you. I've got a lot of fig cutting still to do. So, but we're going to call that a wrap for today. I'm going to try to put out a video once a week, maybe 2 if I can. So if you guys have any sort of requests, please comment. Also, you know, I'm doing this to try to grow the business. So it'd be great if you guys could like my videos, subscribe, share. You know, I'm trying to get the channel a little more popular, trying to help you guys out, and it'd just be great. You know, and guys, before I leave, I'd just like to let you know I got a lot more seeds growing inside in my little makeshift greenhouse, my master bathroom, that I'm gonna hopefully be moving outside to the greenhouse when I erect that. But I got some Queensland bottle trees, which are fantastic here. Just awesome trees. Definitely an eye-catching tree. Got some Paulownia Royal Empress trees. Fast-growing, giant leaves, very showy, beautiful flowers on them in the springtime. We got some Chinese tune trees, which are an edible leaf on them. Supposedly they taste great in soups and stews and stuff like that. And yeah, a couple other ones, some black currants I think I got going. And so, you know, in the springtime, I'll post another video with an update of everything I have for sale, and, you know, maybe get some pricing together for you guys. And, you know, if anyone wants to come down and see the yard, see what I have for sale, just let me know in the comments below, and we'll try to set up a time. And I'd love to see you guys, love to hear your comments. So I'm gonna try to keep these videos coming. So again, this is Kurt with Edibles and Exotics in Sunny Mesa, Arizona, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos. Thank you.